going on, Kansas City Chief Nation? It's your boy from the Pacific Northwest, DR2 the Black Italian, coming at you live and direct with a little post-game spit for our BarrysKoolAid Nation Uncensored Radio Chiefs podcast. How's everybody doing? Hopefully well. Hope everybody had a good Halloween. Right off the bat, if anybody's got any family, on the East Coast, I hope everyone's doing well post-storm. I know my family's, they're in New York and they're doing all right. And so, just want to put that out there and make sure everybody's family's okay. So, short week, here we are, Kansas City Chiefs. It's probably been the worst season anyone has endured. And it just continues, it just continues. I made it a point to try to get out of work early tonight so I could go to the bar up the street and watch a little bit of the game. I came on last week saying that we're going to get our doors blown off, and that's exactly what happened. For a second this afternoon, I thought that it might be close, and it was close for a while, but, close doesn't take home the prom queen and fucker. So, here we are, another W. Let's get started, man. The stats are just unreal. There's just no denying how bad the stats are for this team. We have not led in half a season in any game. It's been half a season. Thank God we didn't play the bye week, Half a season. We haven't had a lead yet. This is unreal. This is unbelievable. I don't even know what to say. I'm like speechless. We lead the league in statistically every negative category there is in all facets of the game of football. Our turnover ratio right now is ungodly. We're averaging 3 to 4 turnovers per game, no matter who we play. And if you know anything about football, you know that you just cannot win turning the ball over. Tonight we didn't look good. We hung in there, but there was a lot of missed opportunities. We didn't capitalize when we needed to. And San Diego, who, is probably the worst fucking good team in the league. They kind of masquerade as being good, but they're not really good. This is a team that lost to Cleveland last week, 7-6. Came home, and they fucked us up pretty good. And if anybody needs to know anything about this season and what's going on, it's pretty clear that, the Hunts don't care about winning. They care about money. Otherwise, some changes would we would see some of these changes made right now. There's a lot of us, I'm sure, right now going to bed thinking that Romeo Crennel is going to be fired tomorrow morning. And I'm here to tell you that there's a good chance that that's not going to happen. Don't hold your breath. Jeff Jewell is right. Don't hold your breath waiting for these changes. We're flying planes and banners, and we're doing everything we possibly can. These men and women, who are in the front office of this team, they're seeing the same thing we're seeing. And so if they're choosing not to do anything yet, it's pretty obvious, it's because of one thing, man. It's because of that cheddar. Don't be fooled, people. Everyone can see changes need to be made. Why we're waiting? It's got to be a money issue. They must not give a shit. Clark Hunt's got this soccer thing going on too. Who knows? The real people that care are the people that don the colors, and I see it as being that simple. The play calling for this team is atrocious. I say this every week. Brian Dable has to go. We just are so predictable. It's 3 yards here, 3 yards there, cloud of dust, a short dump. Our offensive line can't protect anyone. Castle, whoever is fucking back there, is running for his life. How about some creativity? We have players whose strengths we're just not playing to. How about an end around? How about a bootleg? How about a fake? What have we got to lose? We have not led yet. How about a trick play? How about a flea flicker? How about anything? Pull out your bag of fucking tricks. We have got nothing to lose at this point, but yet it's the same old boring bullshit. It's sickening. It really is sickening. There's absolutely no creativity whatsoever to this offense. It's maddening. It really is. I'm so happy I'm not a manic depressant, because, this might push me over the edge, and we see nothing from the Kansas City Chiefs until it's garbage time. Then they get into the hurry up offense, and we start moving the ball. Why can't we just do this from the door? You know, start the game off like this. What do we got to fucking lose? You know? And is it me, people? You know, somebody call me out on this. But are we trying to get Dexter McCluster killed? Because we're on our way. We're on our way. You know? The hit I saw him take tonight and the hit I saw Jamal Charles take tonight, that would kill me. You know? What's Jamal even need? Do we even need to have him in the game at that point? I mean, we're already getting mangled. Get your best players off the field, man. You know, now this guy's got a neck injury. He could be out. I mean, can somebody answer me this question? Answer me this question, people. At what point do we stop caring about trying to win? You know? I mean, please, someone enlighten me. Because at this point, I mean, I'm staring at the draft, man. We've got to get that #1 pick. You know, now, would I have loved to have had it last year? I mean, Andrew Luck's out there, RG3's out there. I mean, what do we got this year? You know, we got Smith, we got Barkley. You know, I'm kind of uncertain about both these guys, man. You know, but I mean, we should probably be taking a page out of what the Colts did last year. I spent 7 weeks last year in Indianapolis talking to the fans and seeing how they did things, and they didn't give a shit about last season, man. All they cared about was making sure that they got that pick. And now they have Andrew Luck, and they're 4-3. You know, and you know, Jacob Bunkowski is right, man. I looked at this schedule, and the only other win that I thought I could possibly give us is versus Indianapolis. And I'm here to tell you, man, they're probably going to come here and fuck us up too. I can't see us playing the way we're playing right now, getting another win this season. You know, and I can't front. Part of me is perfectly okay with that. And I'm a fan. I still root for this team, but at this point, what have we got to root for? They look terrible tonight. You know? And so we got a little bit of time off here. You know, I'd like to see the axe fall. We know it's probably not going to happen, so we might as well just, you know, lick our wounds and start getting ready for Pittsburgh. You know, and this is a storied franchise, and you know exactly what you're going to get with this team. And we don't travel well, obviously. And this is a lunch pail team. They hit hard. They run the ball down your fucking throat. And you know, they have our former head coach. I mean, you want to talk about a recipe for disaster. I mean, Todd Haley's dick's got to be hard with us coming in this. I mean, we are a wounded animal, man. I mean, that team's going to smell blood. You know, have we ever even won there since I've been a fan? I mean, Jesus Christ, this is going to be a massacre. This is going to be a massacre. You know what I mean? And it doesn't really matter who's out there nowadays, man. I'm having a hard time really picking anything really good out of tonight's W. I mean, Eric Berry had a couple nice plays, you know? What else? What else? I mean, even our kicker missed, you know, a field goal he normally makes, you know what I mean? I mean, when you're hanging your hat on Ryan Suppick, it's a lost season. You know, and in the interception, I mean, that's not Castle's fault. You know what? I'm just out of breath blaming Matt Castle. I really am. You know, I don't even know anymore. I mean, everyone plays a part in these losses. Everyone. It's not just Matt. However, our coaching is god awful. I don't even know. It's terrible, you know. And Eric Winston, man, ever since you came out and made a statement, you've been horrendous. I mean, you haven't even been okay. You've been horrendous. You know, money poorly spent for what everyone was thinking was, you know, one of the best offensive linemen in the whole NFL. You've been pretty bad, man. You know, you've been really bad. What are the solutions, people? We say them week after week after week, you know. I can't imagine being affiliated with this team in a manner that, you know, people were paying me. You know? I mean, how can you take money and be this bad? It's unreal, you know? Dwayne Bowe's looking good. You know, the couple balls Castle is getting to him, but you know, like Chazzy, me, Barry, and a couple other people were talking about online today, we know he's not coming back. Not for the money that it would take to retain him. Why are we not trading this guy? This is a lost season. Why are we not doing something to make our team better, man? I just don't get it. I really just don't get it. You know, a 31-13 loss to a team that couldn't fucking get out of their way last week. It doesn't matter who we play right now. We get punked and bitched. It's awful, and it's pretty clear to me that the players, they've given up, man. You know, they're not playing for Romeo, man. This players coach thing is not what this team needs, man. This team needs a drill sergeant, man. This team needs a Chip Kelly. This team needs a Brian Billick. This team needs someone that's going to come in there and kick ass. That Gunther mentality that you like to talk about, Barry. That's what this team needs, man. They need a fucking beating with the buckle, man. None of these days off. You know, we should have these guys running crabs, man. This is terrible. It's just not getting any better. And you know what? We're about to be 1-8, maybe 1-9. Shit, we might even be 1-15 after it's all said and done. I mean, somebody convinced me different. And don't get me wrong, guys. I mean, you guys know I'm a fan. I love this team. You know, I wouldn't be up here wasting my time doing this fucking video for Barry's podcast. I love this team. You know, I could just turn my back on this team and come back when they get good. I mean, but I'm not going to do that, man. I think Connie Joe was the one that said it. You know, you don't deserve to enjoy the good times if you don't stick into the bad times, you know. So here I am. I'm not going to fucking place. But boy, it's disheartening week after week. You know, I got clowned at the bar tonight to the point where I had to leave, man. You know, it's just I'm out here alone. I'm out here dolo with this fucking team. You know, it's really hurtful. You know, but here we are. You know, I'm a supporter. You know, I love this team. I just don't know what else to say. You know, so appreciate the podcast, Barry. I watched the Arrowhead Experience video from last week's tailgate, and I gotta tell you, man, I really can't wait to be part of that. You know, sometimes it hurts knowing I live so far, and it costs so much money to come out there and kick it with Lot A Mafia. But I'm coming. You know, I'm coming. I'll come correct, man. When the front office comes correct, man, they got to give me a product worth rooting for. You know, and until such time, I'll be out here in Oregon holding it down, you know, painting a green fucking Valley red whenever I can, man, because that's just how I roll. So, you know, shout outs, man. Shout out to all the Chief fans out there, man, I haven't really fucking connected with, man. You know, by the time I come out there, you know, I really want to know all you guys, you know, the Timbo Vanderpools, you know, the Jamie Turnbulls, you know, there's a couple of you guys out there, man, and we kick it on the thread, but we don't really know each other yet, man. The shout-outs, you know, this week go out to you, you know, and especially to the women who rep this team, man. There's nothing more alive than a woman that loves football, you know. Shout out to Connie Joe as always, you know, to the original KC Red, Shayna J, you know. Shout out my girlfriend, Tina B, you know, even though you're a Niners fan, I still got love for you, baby. You know how we do. And, you know, that's pretty much all I got for this, you know, the next couple days, man. I'm going to sit back and lay in the cut, you know, and just pray something good happens with this team, man. You know, it's kind of sad when the mentality you have as a diehard ketchup and mustard fan is prove me wrong, you know, and that's what I'm just waiting to be proved wrong, man. Clark Hunt, prove me wrong, you know. Pioli, prove me wrong, man. Dable, prove me wrong, you know. God damn, man. I mean, this is out of control, and there is no end in sight when you look at our schedule. I mean, we're the fucking Kansas City Browns. This is where we're at, you know, and I will never get to a point where I can accept losing. So, that's all I got this week, man. I hope everybody's hanging in there. Real talk for real understanding, as always, from the Black Italian, from the Pacific Northwest. Barry, keep doing what you're doing, man. Appreciate what you do, man. Appreciate the packages in the mail, man. That's definitely, you know, that's definitely what's up, man. Stay up, you guys, man. Stay loyal, man. Our time is coming. This is DR2 again, the Black Italian, signing out. Peace.